smooth strokes. And when I'm cutting and I haven't finished my line, I try not to cut all the way through to the tip like I just did right there. I try and stop a little bit before I get to the tip and start over, because when you cut through with the tip, sometimes it makes a little bit of a mark there. And see, by cutting that paper up, it made this nice and flexible, kind of keeping it out of my way as I'm trying to cut. Just have a little bit more to go here, and we'll have our window. Once you get this all cut out, before you put your acetate in, you could do a little inking around the edge, and just to give it a little bit of color and a little bit of definition. Now, I was looking at that thinking, what the heck happened? But I forgot that I have my flap on the top. I'm not gluing this down, I'm just folding it down so that I can see what this looks like. And there, that's what our window's going to look like. So now we're going to put our piece of acetate behind here, and then we will glue this piece of paper over the top. And that way, the edge of the acetate won't catch anything that you're trying to slide in there, tags or whatever. So I'm just going to line this up in here. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to have backing paper. I'll put this down here. I've got, I don't know what on my table, but something. I'm going to put my glue on the paper. Don't get too close to the edge. You don't really want your glue to squash out on the acetate. And if it does, just go in on the front, either side, but just go in and wipe it off right away so that it doesn't show. Once you set it down, unless you're way off where you're not covering your hole, leave it. If you start sliding it around, some of those glue spots are going to slide out to where you want your window. And, you know, you don't want that. So I'm going to kind of press the glue out away from the window, because I don't want it to squish out into my window. I got some glue there, so I'm going to avoid that spot for just a second. And I'm just kind of wiping that out and wiping it off, being careful not to get the part that I have glue on my hand on the window part of my acetate. So now we have this cute little window, and now we're going to put a piece of backing paper on here. I have chose this paper. This is the top, so I want my paper to go this way. And before we put that on, I'm going to fold over this piece here to cover our acetate. And I'm going to remember that this is the pocket. So when I go to glue that piece, I only need to glue around the outside edges. All right. I'm going to hold this up here like this. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to make a mark across the top, knowing that I'm going to have to cut just inside that line. And I'm even going to put a line over here, and I'm going to cut this off with my trimmer. Okay, I want to be just inside the line. And there. Hopefully I did that right. Yep, that's going to fit just perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to glue down this back side first because I'm not going to make it into a pocket or anything. Let me see. Wait, do we want to do something like that? This is going to be a full pocket over here. All right, this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to find the spot where this needs to be folded. Okay, so there's that part. What I'm doing is I'm just folding the 1/4 inch spine. I could just go in and score it so that it will fit. I'm only going to glue. I'm going to score this a 1/2 inch apart. I'm going to score it at 5. And at 5 1/2, just like we did our cover. And I'm only going to glue this spine part down. Then that gives us an option, because I think maybe we are going to want another pocket on the other side instead of just making it solid. Because I'm picking my pretty papers, but a lot of this that we're doing now, because this is just the base of the book and the base of all of our pockets and everything, a lot of this is going to get covered up. So if I use this as a pocket, it may not be covered up as much. All right, so let's put this in here. This is our top, because it goes in our book this way. So I'm only going to glue the spine. On the back side, we're going to just leave it open. So we've got our spine glued. Okay, and then on the front, we're going to glue next to the spine, just a line next to the spine, not too far out, and then right out on the outside edge. And then right across the bottom. Now with the bottom, I'm going to come about 1/2 inch up. That will leave whatever we put in there can still go a 1/2 inch below the window, but we'll have a more solid base. And so we're just going to push that down, pushing the glue hopefully towards the outside. As I forgot over here. And there we go. Now we have a pocket right here. And because we folded this over, it won't be so hard to get in that pocket. We won't get stuck on the acetate. So we have a pocket here. And I know that that paper looks really smucky, but that is the type of paper that I used. I do like the grungy look. So there's nothing wrong with that paper or that window. That's just the paper I chose. So, and then we've got the inside where we can do something, but we may want to do something with this. So I'm thinking maybe some of the pockets where you like cut a slit in here and put a piece on there. So we're not going to do anything with that right this second. We're going to leave that for now. And we're going to put this in our book. Now again, at this time, you could edge all of these edges if you so wish. But because I forgot so far in most of my the videos that I've been doing to bring my inks, I don't think I'm going to edge the book at all, so that it's all the same. Now I'm sticking out a little bit here on the edge, So while I can hold this, I'm going to cut it. There we go. Now it's even right there. Okay, and now we're going to put this in to our spine. And we're going to make a couple little measurements here.